Alright, in this video we're going to go over the employees section. You should have already been able to log in, get your credentials, select the site if you need to, and then be able to dive into employees. If you cannot, get together with your GM or DM or refer to the other videos to get you access. The first 6 boxes you're going to see are employee maintenance, employee borrowing, transfer central, exporting payroll, and doing reports. We're going to go through employee maintenance. In employee maintenance, this is where you're going to add and remove employees. You're going to be able to see right away everybody that you have in the system. If you want to include inactive employees, you can go to the top and do this selection and remove employees if needed. If you want to see who's missing required information, you click this button. You may have seen when we logged in, a little icon came up saying 3 employees still have missing information. As you can see here, these employees are actually just placeholders. Once the training staff is left, they'll be inactive and you will no longer see that notification come up. So again, here you can see all the employees that you have in the system. If you need to re-access these employees to make modifications, you can double click and that'll bring up their profile so you can make edits. Let's go ahead and add an employee. Go ahead and select new. We're just going to go through each of the tabs. There's 6 tabs. First one's going to be Social Security number. Go ahead and enter information in there. Go ahead and enter in their name. Male. I want a former last name. Hire dates. We'll say it was yesterday. Employee ID is going to be the 4-digit code for the store and the last 4 of their social. So I'm at New Orleans right now, so it's 1063, and the last 4, as you can see, is 5555. Down here, try and fill it as much as you can. Address. We'll say it's the New Orleans, so I live at the store, O'Keefe Avenue, Suites, C9, C, New Orleans. Go ahead and enter a phone number. Now you're going to want to get a good cell phone number because if they want to receive notifications for their schedule, they're going to want to be able to at least do this or have access to a phone. So we'll go ahead and put in a fake number here. Alternate phone, put in an email address. And then I would select the My Schedules for the Pulse app. What's going to happen is an email, a personal email is going to get sent to this employee and it's going to have access to the Pulse app. In the Pulse app, you're going to go into your cell phone or device, go ahead and search for NCR Pulse and download the app. You're going to see the email notification which will help you set up your password and use your username, and once you're logged in you're going to have access to your schedules. Try and fill in some other information here. That's pretty much good there. So this portion is saved. If you need to leave or go do something, you can always save and come back. I'm going to keep going. Emergency contact. Try and fill this out if you can. I'm not going to fill it out, but you can see it's pretty straightforward. Status. I am an active employee. I am a new hire. Make sure that we select the one that's most appropriate. It helps us keep the system or integrity in the system when we make sure we use rehire versus new hire versus transferred. So I'm a new hire. You do not have to fill out this information below, and you'll see it again that the employee ID is the 4 of the store ID and it's the last 4 of the social. Job code. Here's where you can enter multiple job codes for employees, their rate, other information like their performance ranking, which will show up when you do the scheduling, the reason for the rate, so you have multiple options, and the effective date. This down here will do the rate history, which will then export so you can always see what's going on. And if you have an employee that has multiple positions, you can always click to have one of them as the primary, but have other areas for them to work. This may work for employees that work at multiple stores as well at different job code rates if the situation applies. So let's just say I'm a team trainer, team member. My rate will be $7.25, that's fine. I exceed expectations. And I am a new hire. And I'm going to have this one as my primary. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Save it. Point of sale. This is where you're going to have the integration piece. This is the little window for the actual terminal. You shouldn't have to assign anything in here. Everything should come up. This is my POS code. It automatically generated it for me. My employee name ID is correct. The name is correct. And if you want to assign a MAG card, you can do that at the actual terminal itself in Manager Functions. Last field is custom fields. You do not have to fill anything out here. If you want, you can. Notes about the employee. Otherwise, there shouldn't be anything you have to enter that's pertinent to the employee profile. I'm going to go exit to previous. I'm going to see that I'm in there. I don't need to be in here, so I'm going to delete this employee permanently. But you can see how to easily add an employee or make modifications.